At ConvertKit, we've sent over 112 billion emails, and I've spent the last 6 years working with the top creators to increase their revenue through smarter email marketing strategies. We've seen what works and what doesn't. So in this video, I'll guide you through 4 crucial strategies that have been instrumental for the most successful newsletters I've worked with, and reveal how you can start implementing them in your own newsletter today. Now, with strategy 1, it's important we get this right. It will dictate how well we perform in all of the other strategies. Many creators just want to grow their list at all costs. The bigger, the better. They think that in order to get a big list, they should write content that appeals to everyone. But when you chase 2 rabbits, you catch none. So the first strategy is all about niching down. But before you skip ahead, thinking that you already know this, let's talk about one crucial thing that many creators miss. To solve this, we need to get clear on why we're niching down in the first place. As we all know, getting attention online is super competitive. You need to do something different enough to cut through the noise. Let's say we want to break into the marketing niche. This is the competitive noise we need to break through. And niching down is like sharpening a pencil. If our chosen niche is just general marketing, it'd be like trying to push this blunt pencil through the cardboard. We may eventually pierce through, but it'll take way more energy than we want to give. Maybe we get a little more focused and say we're email marketing. It's better, but still relatively dull. So how niche down do we need to be to break through? Let's say my name is Jeff Felton and I've become the welcome sequences guy. This is a very specific niche of email marketing, which makes it much easier to cut through the noise. Do you want advice from the dull-pointed general marketing person or the sharp-pointed specialist in welcome sequence? Likely, you'll choose the specialist. So how do you tell if your niche is working? This brings us to strategy number 1, and many forget to do this when niching down. Be a strong listener. By using feedback from your audience, you can further refine your niche until you absolutely nail it. Here are 3 ways you can do this. Number 1, monitor metrics. Look at open and click rates for signs of increased interest. Number 2, test content on social media. Share snippets of your content on social media platforms to test the waters and see what topics stir conversation. Number 3, encourage feedback. Encourage replies from your subscribers. Direct communication is a goldmine for insights into what your audience values most. By using feedback, you can make educated pivots in your niche in a way that actually moves your channel and content forward. But it's tough to get the kind of feedback you need to improve if you're limited by your audience size. So how do you effectively grow your audience once you've chosen a niche? Thankfully, there's a smart solution. By diving deep into one topic and doing the reps, you naturally create better content. And not only do your followers find the content more valuable, other creators will feel more compelled to collaborate with you. The problem is, some creators think collaborations work on social media, but not in email. They'll say something like, "Why would my competitors and I want to promote each other's newsletters?" They have this zero-sum mindset. They think there's only so many subscribers to go around. However, this thinking misses a crucial factor that can significantly accelerate a creator's growth. Let's go back to Jeff. Jeff collaborates with Alyssa, an email deliverability expert, Chanel, who highlights big creators' success stories, and myself with my Creator Glue newsletter. And do we lose clients from each other? Do our subscribers have to make a decision to only follow Jeff, Alyssa, Chanel, or me? No, we all work together to a mutual benefit. Not only do we all grow our lists, but we also build credibility by endorsing quality content. And as our subscribers begin to know and like and trust us, we increase the likelihood of converting subscribers into real sales. And that highlights key strategy number 2, understanding the power of collaboration. Teaming up with other creators makes you more discoverable to the right people. By collaborating, you're getting in front of a group of people who are likely to see what you offer as filling a gap that the person they subscribe to doesn't fill. Although finding the right people to work with isn't as straightforward as social media. You might be thinking, where do you find newsletters who want to collaborate? How do you know it'll be mutually beneficial? And what's the most practical way to do it? That's where the recommendations feature comes in. You may have encountered this feature if you've ever subscribed to a newsletter that's on ConvertKit. When you subscribe, a window appears recommending other creators you may find interesting. You can also recommend the creators you love right in your email with ease and simplicity. Recommendations enables you to discover other creators and forge partnerships based on shared interests. If you haven't explored recommendations, I highly recommend signing up so you can discover other creators and accelerate your growth. The thing is, growing your list is one thing, maintaining their interest is another challenge entirely. This is where many fall short. If you want to build a meaningful connection with your subscribers, then you should go check out Creator Glue, my exclusive no-cost newsletter. I share everything I know from over 6 years of experience working with some of the biggest newsletter creators and over 10 years of being a creator myself. Creator Glue is all about delivering value to your hard-earned subscribers, transforming passive readers into super fans who read, buy, share, and stick around with you. If this kind of information sounds interesting, check out the link in the description to sign up and start enhancing your email game today. All right, so let's get into keeping those subscribers interested. Imagine crafting a detailed, engaging email, hitting send, and then there's silence. Few opens, no replies, no clicks. Why? Chances are your message is lost among thousands. It's a needle in an inbox. Subscribers need to feel like your email is speaking directly to them to capture their attention. So it's really important that you understand how to do this. This is where strategy number 3 comes in. Maximizing personalization to not just be seen, but to stand out. Personalization is so much more than just adding a subscriber's name to the top of an email. It's about making your message feel tailored to each individual. But how can we create personalized emails to hundreds and thousands of subscribers without spending hours each day writing to them individually? This is important to get right. Personalization helps achieve real results, such as, number 1, increase your open rates as much as 60% and beyond. Number 2, boosting engagement. Tailoring your message to fit your subscribers' interests makes them far more likely to take action, whether that's clicking a link or sharing with a friend. And most of all, number 3, driving sales. Data from Epsilon shows that 80% of customers are more likely to purchase from brands that create personalized experiences. This can be automated if you get 2 steps right. Number 1, segmenting your subscribers into relevant interests. And number 2, building an automation to leverage those interests. And that's where using tags and liquid tags comes in. These tools allow you to work smarter, not harder, when it comes to personalization. Here are 2 of my favorite ways to use tags and liquid tags. I have a do not disturb tag that gets added when subscribers begin receiving an automated sequence of emails. That tag prevents them from getting my weekly broadcasts, so the sequence emails can work their magic uninterrupted. When they're done with the sequence, the do not disturb tag is removed and they'll get my weekly broadcasts moving forward. And my second one, I have an automation called Lifecycle Stages that tags new subscribers every 20 days they're on my list and indicates how long they've been with me. Each tag displays unique calls to action at the bottom of emails, increasing the level of ask. For example, people who are newer to my list, I just ask them to follow me on social. If they've been on my list for a couple of months, I ask them to share the newsletter. And if they've been on my list for at least 4 months, I ask them if they're interested in purchasing one of my products. By leveraging tags and liquid content, you can master personalization, creating deeper connections with it all happening on autopilot. But before we get too excited, Google and Yahoo have turned the email marketing world on its head with new regulations. And if you ignore them, there's no amount of personalization that can get your emails seen. So what happened? Basically, Google and Yahoo have both been working to ensure the emails are sent from the right domain. In the past, it was a lot easier to fake an email address, meaning spam complaints are taken much more seriously now. One of the best practices to reduce complaints is to clean out your unengaged subscribers to leave only your true fans on your list. This is a big reason why we say list size doesn't matter. If you're growing your numbers at the cost of engagement, you run the very real risk of having your emails put into the spam folder for people who actually want to hear from you, which is exactly what strategy number 4 aims to solve, prioritizing engaged lists over large lists. Now, I know some people are going to be asking, if I get rid of my subscribers, am I potentially getting rid of future customers? And while there is an element of concern, this can be avoided. Plus, it's better to speak to a few people that listen than to shout to a larger group where nobody's paying attention. But cleaning out your subscribers brings up some important questions. What criteria should I use to tell what subscribers are unengaged? How much time will it take to clean up my email list? Will this cost me money in lost opportunities? Thankfully, there's an easy solution to all of this, using a visual automation. On ConvertKit, there's an automation already set up and ready to go with one click. What this automation does is check to see if a subscriber has not opened an email in whatever time you choose, such as 90 days. If the subscriber hasn't engaged in that time frame, the automation sends an email asking if they're still interested. If they don't open those re-engagement emails, or they say they're not interested in getting any more emails from you, they become unsubscribed. This way, you're cleaning out unengaged subscribers and re-engaging those that are still potential customers for you. But one of the most important lessons we've learned from sending 112 billion emails is that you can pick up a lot of great tips by listening to other people who have succeeded in what you'd like to achieve, which is why you should check out this video, where Jay Clouse talks about how he got 22,500 new email subscribers.